My name is Seth K Bani, and today I'm going to show you how to design this. Alright guys, so let's step into Photoshop and then Control N. Let's type networking event flyer. And the width is 1000, the height is 1000. Leave here at pixels, 72 resolution pixels per inch. Let's use RGB color. I don't want to print it. If you want to print it, kindly set it to CYMK and boost the resolution to 300. I will also set here to white, and I'll click on create. The first thing I am going to do is I'm going to bring about my rulers. If your rulers are not showing, just click on Ctrl R and then just drag them. Alright, so now that we are done with our rulers, let's bring some of our elements. Let's bring this one in there and then let's resize it. Let's put this one in the folder. Let's call it BG. I always keep my folders and my files and my layers organized, and so it makes things easier to find. So the next thing we are going to do is let's bring our images themselves. Let's start with the lady. Let's drag the lady in there, and then let's resize the lady to the size that we want. Let's bring in the guy as well, and this time right click it and then click on flip horizontal. Hold shift and then drag it down, and then let's see. Now we want it to be proportionate, and so what we do is we're going to use their heads as a way of measuring how cool it is. So I think let's drag them up a little bit. Alright, and I want the guy also here, and then perhaps I'll drag this one a little bit up as well. Let me see how it is. Alright, so this is quite good. We can always work on it again if we want to. I can see they are not really, the lady looks quite deeper, her saturation is quite brighter, this one looks quite faded out, so I need to make sure I do a little bit of color correction. So I'm going to use vibrance over here for the guy, and I'll clip it to only the guy. I'll leave the vibrance 0, but then I will push the saturation up a little bit. So 20 is quite good, but it's still not enough, so I'm going to bring a level as well. I'll clip it to it, and then I'll drag this side. So around 24 to 26 works quite well, but it also looks like it looks a little bit saturated, and so I'll give the lady a little bit of level as well. But this, I'm not going to move this and this, I'm just going to move the middle just a little bit. And I think this is quite great. I'm going to put all of them in a folder, and I'm going to call it images. Then I'm going to start working on a theme. So I'll type over here and I'll type network. Click on the move tool and move it somewhere in the middle here. I am going to use back to black demo. I'm going to leave in the description for you. Click here. I want it like this, and then let's give the size 260. Let's set the color to 892424. Then let's drag it to the middle. Let's make sure it is center aligned. Alright, let's click somewhere here and bring the rest of the detail. I'm going to use this, but let's use those two lines. I'm going to type somewhere here, and then I'll paste them there, and then Ctrl T to resize it. Let's just resize it anyhow and drag it into the layer. Let's set the font to health vertical. Let's set it to regular Also, let's set the size to 53, and then the leading, let's set it to 47. Okay, 47 will be quite good. All right, so 47 is good. Let's use this. Let's see. Yeah, we want this one as well. Let's use italics too. All right, and let's change the color to color black. Now drag it somewhere here. Let's come back to network, and then let's double click here to have our layer style. Click on bevel and emboss, and then let's go here, change here to inner bevel. Also change here to smooth if it's not that already. Set here to 157. Click on up, set the size to 8, and then soften, set it to 3. Also come down, set the angle to 90 degree, and then the altitude, set it to 30. Now probably yours is like this. I want you to come and select this. This is what we are going to use. Then click here, set it to screen, set here to multiply. You could pick here, you could leave it like that, pick here and come and pick the color over here. It works, there's nothing wrong with that. You could click here and come and pick the color over here, then choose the darker side. Still works perfectly. You can set it like this, and then now come here to pattern overlay. Now I have a customized pattern I use. I'm going to leave it in the description. So what you are going to do is on your pattern, just click here and then click on load pattern. Then once you click on load pattern, go to the folder where I left the PNG files and all those files there. You're going to see Seth K Bani .pat. Click on it, and when you click on it, load it to show. Choose this particular one. Set here to color dodge, set the opacity to 60, and then set the scale to 57, and that's all. You can click on link with layer as well, and then click on OK. You're going to have something like this. The text that is going to pop up is going to be very cool, something like this, and that's what I want you to have. And then you click on OK, and then put it in a folder, and then name it theme. Now Control T, drag it a little bit in there, something like this. Awesome. But there is a problem. I don't want what it's behind the network to show, and so what I'm going to do is that I am going to give it a brush here, put a layer between the images and then the theme, and then I'm going to choose my brush. Also I'm going to choose a soft round brush. I'm going to set the hardness to 0, the opacity to 100, the flow to 100. I'm going to come here as well, change the color to color white, make sure my caps lock is off, and then set the size to something like this, and then click here. Now once I click there, out Control T to transform it. Let's resize it, drag it up. Okay, and that is it. Now you can see the effect. It has casted a little brightness on their faces. That's what I want. It shouldn't come too much, so something like this is good. Also click on a new layer, click on over here as well, choose ellipse 2, and then click on shift and then just drag it. Control T and then just drag it like this. Now you could also hold shift and just drag the sides like this. Just drag the side like this, and then bring it down. So now let's change the color to 130000. Alright guys, so now we are done with this. Let's put it in a folder and let's name it brush stroke ellipse. Now let's start with our text. Click here and then pick this and then paste it here. Now let's drag it over here. With this one we are going to use Helvetica for the font. You're going to set it to regular. Let's set the size to 38, and then let's set here to make it all of them caps. Also let's give it this particular color, E4 5858, and let's drag it somewhere up. Bring your lines and then let's try and align it. Now I know I didn't say this, but go back to your brush and make sure your ellipse is also aligned well. So the ellipse is aligned well, we can see it over here. That's how we want it to be. Let's set here as well, and then duplicate it, drag it down. Let's pick the rest of the detail. Center aligned. Okay, so let's change the color to color white. And then let's change the size. The size is 38, is Helvetica, we are still using, everything is like this. And then let's duplicate it again, and let's pick these details and then let's paste it there. Now we are going to use Railway for this one. We want the font to change a little bit, and so let's use light. And then when it comes to the leading, let's set the leading to 33.6. So let's set the font to 30. Also let's make here so that everything becomes small letters, and let's send it up a little bit. Alright, so this is great. Let's zoom out. Alright guys, so that's it. Please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel as well, so that anytime I upload videos like this, you won't miss out on any of them. Also like this video and then comment below as well. I love you all guys. See you in the next tutorial.